remember the very faded but very rare brown Hoover Junior U1016? Well, when that police car's gone at the bypass, we can have a look at it in all of its almost white glory. I'll show you the bits that aren't original on it, and yeah, we'll give it a go, see how it runs now. Yes, hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? Yes, this is a very, very rare machine indeed. I mean, you wouldn't know it was a U1016 unless you knew that this was higher than it should be, hence this, because yeah, you got these in blue. There's a U1354, 1346A, something like that. Very rare to see it in brown. Apparently it's a bit too brown as well, because this is a brown handle grip and it's loose, and I nearly glued it back on, but I didn't. I left it loose because apparently this shouldn't be brown. This should be, you know, almost beige, the same colour as, you know, the non-brown one of these. The bag should be brown. It should also be a taller bag. This is a bag from 1346, 1354A with the lower cord hook, which is fine. Mr. Ritchie says he's probably got the right bag somewhere, so I've done this one up anyway because it looks okay. There's just a little bit of completely reversible wire there so that, you know, it can hang up and do its thing. Inside is a SIBO bag as usual. So yeah, that will do for now. And again, unless you knew what you were looking for, I didn't fully see that it was wrong until, yeah, the fact that it just doesn't line up. And obviously these, the U1012 and U1016, have the taller cord hook. Very annoying indeed. We were missing a cable on it, so I went and found just a white flex from the bag of trash. It's even got this plug on it, which will be staying on it. It's completely not very nice, but I'm sure Mr. Ritchie has. It's made in Ashford, England. Look, by a company called BG, for all the plug fans out there. So yeah, that's not too bad, you know, it's come up okay. I gave the cord hooks a retro bright as well, so they're not quite as yellow as they were. Let me bring you down and we'll have a look at the cleaner itself, which has come up very, very well indeed. They always do, really. It's obviously not too scuffed on the corners, and this one isn't. This one is absolutely minty orange. So yes, it had a bit of a retro bright, which now shows how terribly yellowed the headlight lens is. But again, Mr. Hooverlux has shown us before, can't really retro bright these very well, so I've opted to just leave it well alone, because obviously it's not my machine. And again, I think Mr. Ritchie said he's got a slightly better headlight lens as well. So there is, yeah, obviously take that away and just put a blue belt cover on it. There's a 1346A, but no, this is where the magic happens. And again, look, I've had to use silicone to make a new seal around the edge, which seems to be working fairly well. And because we were missing a little clip for the lens, some more silicone just hold it in place. I mean, again, completely reversible, but holds it very strong indeed whilst it is on. Didn't sand down, I didn't want to. The headlight lens underneath, very clean and tidy again. I actually clear coated the brush roll because there's a couple of little nicks, but blimey, that's the original paint on these, and this white paint, black paint, doesn't do it as much. The white paint flakes off, so the very fact that this is as good as it is fine by me. And then our four wheels, our motor plate, everything's just really quite nice indeed. Certainly a far cry from what it looked like before. Let's plug it in, I'll show you how it works. too bad at all, really, is it? The brush roll bearings are perhaps being a tad grumbly. Let's just turn these front lights back on. There we go. But I don't have any new ones anymore, so that's as good as it'll be. Everything else has been, cleaned, polished, lubricated. I think it works perfectly fine, really. It is very, very good indeed. Certainly a far cry from where it was just a few short weeks ago. One more thing to note is that this was the machine with the suppressor removed and the coil screws not there. And remember, we turned it on before realising, and well, unfortunately, this is that motor. Yes, as soon as I put the belt on, I mean, it ran okay to start with. As soon as I put the belt on, it just bogged down, and I think the missing coil screws have damaged either the armature or the coil. So this actually has one of the motors in it from those scrap Hoover Juniors that we had. Yes, I kept all the stuff from that, mainly for these, thinking they might need it, and this one sadly just about did. Tried to get away with it but couldn't. So yeah, it doesn't have its original motor in it, although to be honest, a lot of the spares can be kept for this. It's just the coil and the armature, sadly. Might even keep the armature and just try the coil, because I don't know really. They both look fine, that's the really annoying part. Other thing I did was, and this is a while ago now, I was on eBay, as you do, searching for various generic stuff, and I found, look, like £1, the original manual look for the U1016, which is this, and the U1012, which is the orange non-headlighty version. And look, this is where you can see that yes, it shouldn't have a brown. The illustrations are of the U1016, which is this one. So very good indeed. And yeah, it's a very nice condition instruction manual, which I'm going to give to Mr. Ritchie as a gift for his Hoover cleaner, because I don't have one that fits it. Oh, there's bird poo on it there. We best wipe that off before we give it back to Ritchie. Phoenix, don't poo on the things that I need to show on camera, man. There we go. No one will ever know. So yes, a very nice ending to what was a truly trash machine. Somebody has had a go before and then thrown it away, which is probably where Mr. Ritchie found it. And here we are, many, many, many decades later. Done as good as it can be. Shame about that, but again, I mean, I'm not going to risk ruining it because you can't find those anymore. It's incredibly difficult. You have to buy a whole machine, really. And I'm not doing that. So with these two there... Oh, you won't stand up. Oh, you will stand up. Come on. No. We and the Hoover Deluxe Junior, I suppose I should call it, because it is a deluxe. The only thing I can find that references the difference, where is it? Look, the cord release, the U1016, and it has a rotating top cord hook. There is no other. That's how similar these things are. They were just a colour change and a top cord hook, really. There's nothing else that I can say. Okay, U1016, you have to replace the front cover by either tipping it back for the headlight or just pushing it on for the non-headlight. Very little difference, bar the light bulb specific stuff. I suppose it does it go on about changing the light bulb? It doesn't, does it? Oh well. But yeah, bar the very specific things, they're the same machine, and the manual says so as well, which is a good job. It was quite cheap, because yeah, it just finishes off these vacuums. And what we'll do is we shall tuck this into the bag so that I don't lose it, because I did mislay it. I've had it for months. I was getting around to doing this. It can sit in there now, and then I won't lose it anymore. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Comment below if you got one of these brown Hoover Juniors with the headlights. Let me know. But until next time, I thank you very much for watching. Hope that you have enjoyed, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.